Yeah, let's get a look at this slightly different route, as you mentioned, Bex. It has got some similar bits to last year, but all change again. Gets a bit narrow here early on. Watch out for those loose leaves on the edge of the road, but it does quicken up a bit later. A couple of those small villages to get through, very similar in a way to the previous stage. And again, that surface there, Bex, he's even got the wipers on briefly. Still looks very damp. Grip levels so tricky. Talked about it, didn't he, in the previous stage, that ever frustrating understeer being talked about by Thierry in that first stage. It's normally really good on really dry surfaces now, this I-20, but yeah, when it gets a bit tricky. Crucially for Thierry, though, his teammate tarmac, who is the man he needs to beat to get this title this weekend. Sounds like he's struggling even more with that that car's handling on the damp section, certainly.
What I love about the Czech stages is you've got these really small ribbons, narrow ribbons of tarmac through the countryside, through the residential areas. It's super high speed. And all the drivers have said how demanding these stages are. You can certainly see why.
It is strange how much this mist, it's not quite fog, is it, thankfully? Nothing like the low cloud, almost zero visibility at times we had just a few weeks ago in South America, but just a little bit distracting, opening up a bit now. Looks like a nice sort of country estate in the UK, that little section through the fields. But yeah, it's these forested sections where it gets really gnarly. Just that moment. I mean, we're getting very excited about it, that we saw O'Shea and Katsuta have in the previous stage. It barely registered with those guys. Got to say, what a great start as well it's been from Taka. Sad about those top three guys, just 0.8 of a second. Taka very much in the mix, isn't he? Just a few seconds further back in fourth so far today, which is great to see.
While we watch Thierry Neuville here, then, you keep your eye on him, PK. I'm just going to run you through the standings for WRC2 as well. Now that we've had the rest of our field through, Mico Marchik came through actually second fastest to Greisen. He lost 20 seconds to Greisen come the end, when he was actually faster than him at the beginning of the stage. We'll catch up with Mico a little bit later on, but it is Greisen who leads, Marchik in second, Philip Marish in third position. 29 seconds separating the top three now in the WRC2 category. We are waiting for WRC3 to make their way through stage 4, but after 3 stages, it's Jan Černý who's leading WRC3 over Herman Gassner by 6.8, with Matteo Chatillon in third position, overall 7.1 seconds adrift. Philip Cohn is fourth.
Yeah, crucially, Bex, of course, of those WRC2 runners, the man who really has to win, Russell. Where is he? Still down in 7th place and over a minute now behind his teammate. I mean, he's chipped up another position there, but I think that was mainly down to poor Will Crichton had to stop and change a puncher. Thanks for Julian for just confirming that's what happened to the Irishman. So that's the only position so far this morning, certainly, that Russell's been able to gain, and he's got a lot of work to do, and he didn't sound happy in his car, certainly the Frenchman. But here we go, it's opening up now for Thierry. Yeah,
look at the change of surface here. You've got a mix of kind of repaired tarmac. It's differing, and that's where the bumpy sections will come in as well.
Gauche 140 pour minutes, 80, gauche 150 courses sur 45, gauche 60 plus 10, 50, début de tracé, gauche 70 plus plaque pour obtenir, sur 40, droite 30 plus plaque pour obtenir, gauche avant 50, droite sur 40, droite en gauche 30 plus plaque pour obtenir, attention, droite 51, je fais 30 moins 15 plaque pour gauche 10 et 20.
Does like a little tug on the handbrake, doesn't he, Thierry? Almost called himself out there in sort of two minds of one of those chicanes. He was hovering, wasn't he? Just one of these drivers.
Hover, though.
He's one of these drivers that loves a little dab, doesn't he? Just to sort of flick the car around. Not to everyone's driving style taste, but it certainly works for Thierry over the years.
Precision needed, though, on these stages, PK, especially when we were through that sector there, through the village.
Yeah, it's incredible stuff.
It's great. It is actually great to get back onto tarmac with these cars now.
It's been a long time coming, hasn't it? All the way back to April. Talking of a long time coming, we've been building things up for Thierry. He's getting close. He's not there yet, but what was it? It was 11 years ago when he first finished as a runner-up. 13 years, I think it is, or thereabouts, since he's been striving for this ultimate goal. But 5 times he's been the bridesmaid. Is this going to be the year when he finally gets walked up that aisle with a big shiny trophy waiting for him at the end?
Well, thank you for the wedding analogies there. Now, just to confirm, Tarmac has got underway on this stage. Unfortunately, just like earlier, though, we can't see his onboard right now, but he is there. We'll keep you up to date with his splits against his teammate Thierry.
What was this stage called, Bex?
I think it was called stage number 5. You want to crack at it? Look, I've just come from Rally Poland, where my palms were sweating with the amount of Polish names I had to say and stages. You can have a go.
Samashka Hostica. Apologies to